welcome everyone. This is going to be a new mod map tour of, well, I'm going to definitely butcher this. It's Põllu Küla, something like that. But anyhow, this is by Carl TG and INF Modding. 404.06 megabytes to download for PC and Mac only, unfortunately. So I'm not sure why, to be honest. It might be a 4X map. It's the only thing I can think of. It doesn't list that in here, but I don't know why it would be only available for PC and Mac players. It doesn't have any required mods listed, but there are 3 required mods it has you install when you go to get into this. So yeah, which is like 80 megabytes to download, something like that. But nothing too bad. But anyhow, let's read the description. We'll get into it. It says, "Welcome to Põllu Küla. This is a semi-fictional Estonian-style map. Map info: a lot of forest land, over 50,000 trees, custom transport and deadwood missions, custom spray paint tree markings. You have HR for thinning, TR for clear cut, and KK for selective cut. Some roads are plowed in winter and some have snow. 42 fields ranging from 0.31 hectares to 2.89 hectares, and 27 meadows. Medium-sized farm, 2 sell points, custom soil map for precision farming, big peat field, and peat production that can be bought. Hope you enjoy this map. I put a lot of work into it." Okay, Carl TG usually does pretty good work, to be honest. His maps are usually pretty squared away. But here's where we start. It's kind of our starting farm area right here. We got our little farm. We got this whole area around here. We got a big chunk of land there, plus field 35, 29, and 28. And I'm assuming this is kind of like this is like one of the meadows there. It doesn't look like it has grass specifically on it, but it probably has some like meadow grass growing on it. But yeah, a lot of different fields around. It looks pretty big, so it could be a 4X map. That would be my guess. That would be my guess, but I'm not sure. We got some NPCs. We got David. Oh boy, out there. Ben, right there. We got Walter. That's gonna be Noah, I'm sure, hanging out there. And then is Katie in downtown? Yep, Katie's downtown there. So yeah, but yeah, we'll take a look around everything here in a bit. I believe all of this is standard. I don't think there's any custom things about it there. In the new farm mode, you do start off with a cow shed, 28 by 17, which is one of the required mods. You do have contracts on fields you don't own, and again, they're gonna have those custom forestry contracts as well. No available or owned production chains on here, so nothing like that. And I don't see anywhere where a BGA would potentially be, so I don't think there's a BGA on here either, which, I mean, all that stuff you can place yourself, so it's not a big deal. Starting a new farm mode, you have an Aprila motorbike. You have a Fairson feed mixer, Farm Tech trailer there, and then a Farm Tech slurry and digestate spreader. We got a couple of different silage levelers there. International Series pickup truck. We have a John Deere 6R250. We have a K-branded cultivator. We have a Kessla branded forestry trailer there. We have a Kokerling Ultima 800, really great direct drill seeder. Then we also have a liquid tank there. We have a McCormick X8 631 VT drive tractor. We have a header trailer. We have a New Holland CH770. We have a grain header for it. And then we also have a New Holland T7300. We have a loading wagon by Pottinger. We have a Samaz mower, and then we have a rear mower to go with it. We also have a Samaz windrower, and that is everything. So yeah, you got definitely a good set of starting equipment for sure to get you going with whatever you want to do. But yeah, we start out right here with the dirt bike right next to the farm. So we're just going to, I guess, drive into the farm here, and then we'll take a look around and kind of go from there. Yeah, all these different areas and stuff like that we own. And that's the area out there. I'm going to do a little damage to that crop there. It's fine. I'm going to loop out here real quick. So this is the area that's not listed as grass on the map, but it just looks like it's going to be cuttable meadow grass. So you should be able to mow this, and it should regrow and all that sort of stuff. So not really a big fan of driving around the motorbikes and map tours because they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of sensitive in terms of they whip around a lot. But we'll just drive them up here. We'll probably take the truck the rest of the way. We have a lovely silo over here. Nice old silo, which I think is pretty cool. International pickup truck there. You got storage there. Is there a on this? Look at this. This is pretty cool. I like this little loft setup. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot. I don't think I've ever seen this on a map before. Got a bathroom and everything. But yeah, wardrobe trigger there, sleep trigger over there. That's a nice little residence. I like that. But yeah, it's upstairs from your tractor parking area here, which I love. So yeah, more storage here. Your harvester's parked outside there. Got a bunker silo here to use if you want. A lot of our equipment's parked outside through here. Plenty of forestry stuff to do if you want to. And then we have our cow barn over here, I believe. Yep, cow shed. Perfect. So there you go. Let's hop in the truck. We'll do a bit more driving. All right, so from here, Yeah, I think what we'll do, this looks like the main road here. We'll probably come out, head down here, head up the main road, kind of head into the town area here and take a look around some of the stuff up there, and then we'll end out with a flyover. All right, go down this way. I love all the detail. All of Carl TG's maps have this nice underbrush detail, so it just looks like it's an actual natural environment and everything like that. So, really well done. Really well done. But yeah, I'm assuming this has got to be like a 4X map, because it feels pretty big. That's what I'm assuming the reason is it's not available for consoles, because peat and all that stuff is available on consoles, which the peat is going to be up here, which I guess technically that's, we go to the map, that's an added crop. Right there, peat. But that's going to be up there, that whole area up there is going to be your peat fields. Which Mr. Silly P did a lot of good stuff, videos on how to use peat and all that, so if you wanted to know some of that, I would go check out his channel. And look at all the little greenhouse stuff over there. A lot of good detail in the town area. It's fabulous. This thing's only 400 megabytes download, which is not too bad for how much detail there is, to be honest. Gas station's up there, but we're going to turn into the town here. There's only 2 sell points on the map, and I think they're all right here. Like, everything that's going on is right here. As we come in right here, but on the right-hand side, we got the debris crusher. We'll zoom us in a little bit. But yeah, we got the debris crusher right here. We have the pallet warehouse sell points and the buy point, of course. We have Katie hanging out, and then we have a storage base sell point there, and we have a fertilizer silo there to buy fertilizer from. So I'm assuming these are the sell points, but like I said, there's another sell point up there. It's a sawmill, so it's not. I mean, it is a sell point, but not really. But yeah, I think the other sell points are right all here. So the vehicle shop's out there. I'm assuming the animal dealer is going to be somewhere around Katie, so we'll go. Oops, I mean, hop out of the truck there. We'll go see if the trigger is over there. Sometimes the trigger doesn't show up on the maps. Kind of interesting. Yeah, there's Katie right there. And yeah, there's the animal dealer right there. So you got that all good to go for you. But yeah, kind of your little industrial sell point complex type area. Head back out this way. Oop, I'm going to hit that pole first, of course. Head back out this way. People walking all over the place. Look around them. I'll just cut this real quick. Actually, there's a ditch there, isn't there? Yep, but that's okay. We're just going to drive right through it like nothing happened. And over here you have the vehicle shop. Speaking of vehicle shop, let's look at the peat equipment pack. This comes in the pack here as a required mod, and then built into the map, which I'm assuming they said there's extra spray colors for trees. Is that under? Yeah, marking spray here. I guess it's all the same color, but you can they have custom sprays hopefully built in theoretically, so you should be able to do the HR, TR, and AK markings as well. But yeah, here's your repair trigger and vehicle workshop. A nice gas station over there, which I actually like that gas station. It looks really clean. And then yeah, out this way we have some NPCs and stuff like that. We'll just keep driving up this way. I'm super curious to see the setup that David's got going on. I always am curious to see what David's doing. I kind of keep an eye on him on the maps, you know. Keep him from getting into too much trouble, but that's so we'll check on David, then we'll do a flyover here. Let's see. David should be not that house. He's up here at this little white house here. I mean, well, last time I think we were on a map with David, he had someone kidnapped, so we're gonna make sure that everything's going good here. David, doing all right? Yeah, David looks like he's living a nice little life over here. Still definitely looks like he's on the run, but anyhow, he's doing pretty good. Okay, let's go into flight mode. Yeah, it looks big, but I don't think it's. Oh, it might be a 4X. It's pretty far to get to the other side. If you think about this being the far corner, it might be a 4X or a little bit bigger than that. But yeah, lots of meadows through here, lots of trees, of course, as we know. Then of course you have your peat area over here, so you can do your peat farming. Again, Mr. Silly P has some great videos out on how to do all that. So if you wanted to check that out, that would be the way to go about it. Down here, it's the starting farm. We own that field, and that field, and then the area around it, and then we own that little grass area there. Of course, you got look at this village area here. There's just a lot of good detail out here. Really looks lived in. I love it. Yeah, good stuff through here. And a nice little water feature out here if you wanted to use that or do something with that. Hopefully we get some boats you can put in there in the Highlands fishing expansion. We'll see. You can put it in there, but you should be able to fish on every map if you have the expansion. But yeah, well, guys, that's what I got for you. There you go. That is Põllu Küla, or however you say it. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. If you guys enjoyed this map tour, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.